We're looking at converting a mass to moles type problem. And it wants to know how many moles of sodium sulfite are in 39.7 grams of sodium sulfite. So the first thing we really need to do is figure out what we have here. This is an ionic compound. So I have sodium, which is a 1+ compound. Then I have sulfite, SO3, which is a 2-. So sodium sulfite, if you go ahead and write out the complete formula, this is going to be Na2SO3. Charges cancel out, and that is a neutral compound. So that is our actual formula. Now our first step in this, with the sodium sulfite, is to actually get the molar mass of this. So we need the molar mass of sodium sulfite, Na2SO3. So figuring out the molar mass, first thing you have to do is write down what elements you have. Here I have sodium, I have sulfur, and I have oxygen. And then I have to take into account how many I have of each. Sodium I have 2, sulfur I have 1, oxygen I have 3. Pretty easy one there. And then I have to look at the molar mass. Now in this one, I only went to 2 decimal places from the periodic table, as instructed in class. So when I go ahead and find the atomic mass off the periodic table, for sodium it's going to be 22.99, and that's going to be grams when I convert it to a molar mass. For sulfur, I get 32.06 grams, and for oxygen, 16.00 grams. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply these out and then add them together, and I get then, by adding these all together, that the molar mass, I'm just going to put that as mm, is equal to 126.04 grams. So what do I really have here? What I really have here is that 1 mole of Na2SO3 is equal to 126.04 grams. Once I write out this equivalence, I can use this as a conversion fraction, right? So as in all problems, we always start with what we know. And what we know is this, that we have 39.7 grams of Na2SO3, the sodium sulfite. Now I don't want grams in this case, I want to know how many moles. So I want grams in the bottom of the next fraction, so grams cancel out. And up top, I put moles. What goes with moles? The number 1. What goes with grams? 126.04. Fill in the numbers secondly. Grams will cancel out, and you're going to get moles of the sodium sulfite. So I go ahead, I take the 39.7 times 1, divide that by 126.04, and I get 0.135, 3 sig figs, moles of sodium sulfite. And of course, I just wrote it down wrong. It's 0.315 moles of sodium sulfite. And that's it.